Hey you, it's me Maktum here. So I will welcome you to Code with Maktum. In this video, we will cover looping statements in C. Okay. So looping statements are very important topic of a programming language. So I hope you will understand it very well, and I will try my level best to make you understand. Okay. So without wasting time, let's start. Looping statements. What are looping statements? Okay, we will understand what are looping statements first. When we need to execute a block of statements repeatedly, so we are going to use something called as looping statements. So a block of statements we have to execute continuously, so that time we are going to use something called as looping statements. Okay, suppose say there's a statement called as hello world. I want it to print 10 times. So that can be done in two ways. First one we'll see without loop. Okay, without looping, how we can do? So write the header files first. Inside the main method, I'm going to write printf 10 times. Yes, so this is one way. Okay, but in this case, it is only 10 times. Say I want to print it 1000 times or 1 lakh times. So then what? So in the looping statements, in the loop, you're going to write the statement only once, and the loop will execute as many times as you want. Okay. So there are mainly two types of loops available. One is entry controlled loop and another one is exit controlled loop. So what is this entry controlled loop? Entry controlled loop means what? Here first the condition will be checked, then the looping part will be executed. Okay, means there will be a condition, based on that condition it will enter the loop. Okay, whereas in exit control loop, the test condition is checked after, that is at the end of the loop it will be checked. Means irrespective of the condition, the loop will be executed at least once in the exit control loop. Clear with this? Entry control loop examples are for loop and while loop, and exit control loop we have do while loop. Clear with this? ओके सो यहाँ पर क्या होता है, एंट्री कंट्रोल लूप में पहले कंडीशन चेक किया जाता है, देन इट विल एंटर द लूप. एंड एग्जिट कंट्रोल लूप में क्या होता है, पहले द लूप बॉडी विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड, देन द टेस्ट कंडीशन विल बी चेक्ड. सो कंडीशन ट्रू या फॉल्स भी रहने दे, एटलीस्ट वंस वो बॉडी जो रहता वो एग्जीक्यूट होता. ओके, so that is the difference between entry controlled and exit controlled loop. I hope I'm clear with this. Yes. So let's start with entry control loops. That is, first one is a for loop. So for loop is used when it is a looping statement which allows you to write a loop that is executed a specific number of times. That is, you should use for loop when you know how many times the loop should run. So for loop कब यूज किया जाता है, जब हम ना मालूम रहता कि हमें ये लूप कितने बार रिपीट करना है, वो जब मालूम रहता वी आर गोइंग टू यूज फॉर लूप. ओके, so we are going to use for loop when we know how many times the loop is going to run. Okay, so let's see the syntax and the flowchart of the for loops. The syntax is for open bracket initialization semicolon test condition semicolon increment or decrement, whatever you want to do, then body of the loop, then closing brace. Okay, we're going to see one example. So flowchart is nothing but it is a graphical representation. So firstly in the start, first we are going to initialize, then condition will be checked. If the condition is true, then it will go here. Look here, the loop how it is executed is, first initialization will be done, then the condition will be checked. Once the condition is true, it will enter the loop first. It will not go for this. It will enter the loop, it will execute the body statements, then it will go for increment and decrement. Okay, update statement, then again the test condition will be checked. If again it is true, again the block of statements will be executed, then the update expressions, then again test condition will be checked. Once the test condition becomes false, it will come out of the loop. Clear with this? Okay. Then we will see one example on for loop. So let's go to editor. Okay, so we are in editor now. So let's start the program. So in this program, we are going to print hello world 10 times using for loop. Okay. So first header files, hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, void main. Okay. So here I'm going to write for. Here we are going to use a variable. Okay. Say I equals to, from index will be starting from 0. So now we will not worry about 0. We will start from 1. I less than or equal to 5. I plus plus. So generally everyone uses I here in the basic level, but as you increase your level, try to use the variable names very conveniently. Like if you're printing the numbers, say for number equals to 1, so like that. Okay, so since I'm using I should declare it int I. Okay, so inside this I want to print what? Hello world. Yes, use the CLR SCR statement. Yes, this is the thing. So what we saw in the PPT, that is without loop, we have written printf 10 times there. Here I have written only one time and I used a for loop. Here I am printing it for 5 times. Can change it to 10 times. Okay. Here what is happening? The loop is starting from 1 till 10. It is going to print the statements. Yes. So how it will be executed? At the I equals to 1, it will check the condition 1 is less than 10. Is it true? True means it will enter the loop. Printf hello world will be printed. Once the statements are executed, it will go for the I plus plus. I plus plus, it can be written as I equal to I plus 1. Okay, we will be writing it as I plus plus, means 1 will become 2 now. Again the condition will be checked. 2, is it less than 10? Yes, true. So again it will enter the loop, it will print the hello world, then I plus plus, it will be continuing till what? When I becomes 10, condition will be checked, 10 equals to 10. Condition is true, so again hello world will be printed. Then I plus plus, 10, I will become 11. So 11, is it less than 10? No, false. Once the condition is false, it will come out of the loop. Clear with that? Yes. So let's execute it. First save the program. I will save it as loops.c. Okay. Compile it. Yes, no errors. Then run. Okay, you can see here hello world is not in a proper manner. I want it to print line by line. So for that, once it is printed, you want to go to new line. So what you're going to use, there is a character called as new line character, that is /n, stands for new line character. Okay, now save it, compile, run. So now you can see it is printing hello world 10 times. I hope I'm clear with this. Okay. Okay, say here I want to print the numbers now. So same loop we are going to keep from 1 to 10 we are going to print the numbers. So here I is of type is what? Integer. So for integer we are going to use format specifier %d. I am going to print the I. And one by one you want, so use /n, save it, compile, run. So you can see here numbers are printed from 1 to 10. So this is about for loop. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Okay, let's go back to PPT and discuss about while loop. So the next loop is while loop. So while loop we are going to use when we don't know how many times the loop should run. For loop we are using when we know how many times the loop should run. So the while loop we are going to use when we don't know how many times the loop should run. So how the loop will terminate? So the loop is completely dependent on the condition. Clearly understood? Okay. So the syntax and the flowchart is as given here. So first step is initialization. Then you're going to write while. The condition you're going to write inside the parenthesis. And inside the while statement, while you're going to write the statements, then the update statement, that is either increment or decrement, then closing brace. Okay, flowchart we will see. So here you can see while loop will start here. So when the loop starts, it will first check the condition. If the condition is true, the body will be executed. Once the body is executed, it will go back to the condition and it will again check the condition. Okay, then if it is true, again execute it, then go back and check the condition. When the condition becomes false, it will while loop will be end. Okay, so this is the syntax and flowchart. So let's write a program on it. So let's go to editor. We are in editor now. So now we are going to discuss about while loop. I'm in the same file, that is loops.c. So for while loop, okay, I'm going to declare first a variable I, and the first step in the syntax is initialization. So you're going to do initialization here, that is I equals to 1. Okay, while I is less than or equals to 10, while test condition I'm given. Okay, inside that I'm going to write the statement printf hello world. Yes, I want one line, one statement, so slash n, and after the statements increment or decrement. So here I am incrementing. Okay, this is the while loop code, how you are going to write, how it will be executed. Okay, so I is declared I equals to 1 first. So here while the condition will be checked first, so it is a entry controlled loop where the condition will be checked, then it will go for the loop body statements. So 1 is less than or equal to 10 true, so it will enter the loop and execute the statements, that is it will print the hello world, and I will be incremented to 2. Now the condition will be again checked. 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, true. It will execute the loop part. Then I plus plus 3. So like this it will be executing. So once I become 11, the condition will be checked. 11 is less than 10. No, condition is false. So it will come out of the loop. I hope I'm clear with this. Okay, let's compile it. No errors. Run it. You didn't get the output. Why? Because I have not written the get ch. Okay, save it and do clr scr, else it will, you're going to see 20 times now. Okay, now compile, then run. Okay, clear with this? Okay, same we are going to see again to print the numbers. Same thing, printf statements we are going to change. Percentage d slash n. Percentage d is nothing but I am printing the value of I. Save it, compile, run. Okay, is it simple? Okay, so this is about while loop. So then we will go to PPT, then we will continue with do while loop. So now we are going to learn about exit controlled loop. That is, there's only one exit control loop, that is do while loop. So in do while loop, here also it is dependent on the condition. Okay, So the difference between the while and the do while loop is that do while is a exit control loop, whereas while is a entry control loop. Means what? Do while, irrespective of the condition, that is whether the condition is true or false, at least once the do while loop will be executed. Okay, whereas in while loop, eh, the condition has to be true, then only the loop will execute. If the condition is false, the loop will not get executed. Clear with that? Okay, so the syntax and flowchart of do while loop: first initialization, then do. After do, we are going to write the statements, then the update statement, then close the brace, then while, and you're going to write the condition here. And don't forget to write the semicolon after the while. Okay, yes. Then the flowchart is like this. Look here, the difference between this flowchart and that flowchart is, first the condition will come, then the loop body was there in the while flowchart. Here, while loop starts, first it will execute the statement, then it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will again execute the loop body, then again it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then the same thing will happen until the condition become false. So once the condition become false, the loop ends. Clear with this? Okay, then we are going to write the program on do while loop. So let's go to editor. Okay, we are in editor now. So here we are going to write the code on do while loop. So first I will declare I. Okay, first we are going to write do. Okay, inside that statements we are going to write. First, what you want to do, you want to print it, print hello world slash n. Okay, here before do we should initialization is there, so I equals to 1. So next, inside the do we are writing printf statements and increment statement. Then once the statements are over, close the brace of do. Then after the brace you are going to write while statement. While I is less than or equals to 10. Once you have written the condition, don't forget to end the statement with semicolon. Okay, yes, you write clr scr, then to see the output, get chu, save it, compile, run. Okay, you got the output. Okay, and you can do that one more program which we are doing, that is to print the numbers from 1 to 10. So percentage d slash n comma I, save it, compile and run. Okay, so I hope you understood the looping concepts, the looping statements, that is for loop, while loop and do while loop. And in the next video we are going to start with another very important topic, that is conditional statements in C. Okay, these looping statements and conditional statements are the building foundation for your C programming. Not only C programming, for all the programming languages, these are the foundation: looping statements, conditional statements. Okay, so and I will see you in the next video. Please like the video and comment on it. How is the video? Please comment on it, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.